Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stock Watch, and this is your stock watch list for August 30th, Wednesday. Well, September is getting closer. It starts on Friday. U.S. stocks recover from lower open this morning after it shrugs off North Korea missile test. As you can see with the SPY, we were down here at the lows. We thought the bears were going to break us down through that 100 SMA, but the market did recover, and we are right back into the churn here, right back into the 50 SMA. Let me open this chart for you, and you see we have that resistance area around the 245, 246 area for the SPY. Let's go ahead and look at some other markets real fast. The Qs, the NASDAQ composite, still in this tight range. Trying to get back over 144 and trying to hold 140 on the Qs. The composite itself, the NASDAQ, trying to get back over the 20 SMA on the NASDAQ composite, was strong today on that comeback. IBB, very strong. A lot of strong stocks in this sector. Look at Juno. And nice pop in Juno. So the IBB is on its way back here. Maybe we'll retest the top of this channel here on the IBB. We bounced nicely off the 100 SMA. We're back above the 50 SMA on the IBB. LABU, which is the 3 times bullish ETF for the biotechs, and you see that's trying to break out above 70 again on LabU. XBI, which is the smaller ones, is back over $80 on the XBI. Next we'll look at the IWC, and we see the nice pop in the IWC, the micro caps coming up over the 10 SMA, getting back over the 150, and definitely back over this green line here, the 200 SMA on the IWC. IWM, trying to get back over the 20 SMA. So we held this 134. Today we held this 136 in the 10 SMA. We bounced off that, and now we're trying to get back over that 138 area for the IWM, the small caps, the Russell 2000. As far as some ETFs, the XLF, still showing weakness here, so I don't know what that's signaling. That doesn't look like Yellen's going to be raising rates anytime soon. So XLF may be redoing a retest of the 100 SMA and this 150 SMA down here at 24-25 area. As far as the XLI, nice pop in that today. Now needs to get back over the 20 SMA. We closed at 67.95. So the industrials, are perking up here. Nice volume in the XLI XME, which is the mining ETF, and that's been going up the last few days. Some strength there. SLX, the steel stocks, also holding up, trying to break out above this 42 spot. The high today on the SLX was 42.20, and that's such names as US Steel, AKS, and STLD, also NEU and TMST are some steel names. SCHN, Schnitzer Steel, also leading the way here, turning back up and trying to break out over 27. So that's some of the steel names that we had going on. Just getting back to the biotechs, the IBB, and let's just take a quick look at some of the names in there. IBB, and that's Biogen, and starting to trying to get back over this 295 spot. Let me draw this line here for you. So if we can get over 295, 296, keep an eye on this one. Could run. Next, we'll take a look in that sector. CELG, Celgene, trying to get back over the 50 SMA. Amgen, also trying to get back over the 50 SMA. GILD, after they bought out Kite, KITE, and the stock is very strong right in the 5 EMA. I just wanted to take, like I said, a quick look at some of the biotechs. Let's go around the horn and look at some of the strong names, such as Apple trying to break out here, or actually is breaking out to new highs here on Apple. Facebook still holding that 165, 166 area, and trying to get back over 169, 170 on the Facebook. Google holding 900 area, and maybe starting to turn back up. So Google showing some strength. Netflix, we're still hanging around this 50 SMA and trying to get back over 170 for Netflix. What else was there? Tesla. And I'll show you this chart. Let me crunch it up a little bit. We're holding this lower trend line here. We're bouncing off that, but still has work to do. Needs to get back over, 360 for Tesla at the moment. And let me see, was there anything else? BABA, whoops, BABA, taking a little bit of a pause here. You do have the gap fill around that 163 spot on BABA, so keep your eye on that, or we might get a bounce off this 20 SMA on BABA. AABA, mini BABA as I call it, AABA, trying to push down maybe to the 20 SMA retest on AABA. And I think that, AVGO, and we'll take a look at that. You notice AVGO hasn't broken the 100 SMA in a while, so it's down there testing the 100 SMA on AVGO. And NVIDIA, just in this tight range right now, and trying to get back over 170 on NVIDIA. AMD, battling at that 200 SMA, and MU, we spoke about this one on the video yesterday, and that one is pushing up and out. So MU showing some strength here in the SMH. And you see the SMH over 87 could get going again. Held the 50 SMA, the blue line you see here, and trying to get back over 87. Name that's not doing good in the semis is Intel, but it is trying to hold the 400 SMA right here. It held it here again. So we'll see if that wants to start recovering. And Qualcomm, that one is just, nasty, moving down again. So nothing much going on there. And TXN, this one is holding the 50 SMA, and maybe going to start trying to move up now. You can see kind of this formation here of consolidation, and needs to get back over 82 on Texas Instruments. All right, well, that's a little feel for the markets, and let's give you some information for tomorrow that'll get you prepared for tomorrow. And so for tonight, actually, we have Japanese household spending coming out tonight. Japan retail sales coming out at 10 minutes to 8. It's currently about 7:30 my time. And so companies reporting for Wednesday, tomorrow. Let's take a look at that real fast. We have ADI, BOBE, Bob Evans, GLNG, REX, and VRA. After the bell, you have BOX, FIVE, Keys, and a big name here, Workday, WDAY. So that'll be reporting. Those will be earnings for tomorrow before the bell and after the bell. As far as some of your economic news in the U.S. for tomorrow, MBA mortgage applications, ADPI, employment numbers coming out at 8:15. So what does that mean? On Friday, we have the non-farm payrolls, NFP, the employment situation, and that's at 8:30 on Friday. Okay, so just keep that in mind for later in the week. Also for Wednesday, we have Fed speak, Jerome Powell. He's going to be making some comments, and we have 10:30 the oil numbers coming out. For tomorrow night, you have numbers coming out from China and Japan again. So that's some of your economic and earnings information for tomorrow. For your stock calls for tomorrow, your conference calls provided by earningscast.com. You see for Wednesday, we have a few calls here in the 8 o'clock hour, then the 9 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, you see the conference calls for tomorrow in the afternoon. So Workday will have a conference call at 5 o'clock. Box will have a conference call at 5 o'clock also. So I'll leave that up for a second for you. Your futures this evening, the Dow futures are up 6. The SP futures are up about 1, and the NASDAQ futures are up about 7-8 points, and it's about 7:32 my time. On Wednesday, tomorrow, August 30th at 6 p.m. I'll put this link in the description box for you. You can come and meet me. I'm doing a free meet and greet. There'll be a link provided starting at 5 p.m. on this page, so just bookmark this page, and we can come talk stocks. And you know, if you want, there's no username or password needed, so come and say hi. My name is Mike, Zozo, and we can chat about the markets and trading if you like. So we had some news after the bell tonight. Some earnings came out. This SCSC earnings per share in line, beats on revenue, and you can see that stock is down. OLLI, which is one of the discount retailers, they beat by 2 cents. They beat on revenue, but the market didn't like what they had to say in the conference call and going forward, so that stock sold off. AVAV is a defense stock. I believe they do drones and other things, but that stock popped nicely on their earnings. And let's see, CAL also had earnings. They beat by 4 cents and beat on revenue, so you can see it was kind of bidding up CAL, and that's in footwear and accessories on CAL. So that was up in the after hours a little bit. And let's see if there was any other news. We had the API numbers come out. USO kind of faded off the numbers. There was a drawdown, but I guess not by enough. 5.78 million draw on crude. And so that didn't really, help the USO move up. So that's pretty much most of the news. And like we said, we went over the earnings already. So let's go ahead and get into your watch list for tomorrow. This ATW came up on a scan for me. It does have the 50 SMA in the way, but a nice pop on big volume here on ATW as it comes out of this consolidation. It's back above the 20. So this one might be interesting tomorrow to watch. It is an oil and gas drilling name, ATW, so that's the first one. BAA we spoke about in yesterday's video, a gold play, and you see the nice pop that we got in this one. I happened to trade this one today, and gave us a nice nice pop on BAA gold stock. CDE silver stock, nice pop up to the 200 SMA. Looking for some consolidation now in this name, so I'll keep it on watch the next few days, maybe into next week. But nice pop, nice volume, but the 200 SMA, as you can see, hasn't been able to get over that for a while. Cliff, we spoke about this one several times on several videos, and it's finally getting back above 8. I'm already in this one. So we'll see if I can get some continuation. There was a high today of 828, so we'll see if this one wants to continue up for tomorrow on CLF. CRM, don't forget now Workday has earnings after the bell tomorrow, so CRM may be affected, but looks like it may want to try to take out this 94 spot. It came down to the 10 SMA, held that, and now maybe trying to get back over 94 on Salesforce. CRR, another oil and equipment services name, trying to get back above $7 a share perhaps. So keep your eye on that. If it breaks over that $7 a share, 1.6 million shares on CRR today. CUR, a pop, nice volume came into the name. They had the high today on CUR of $1.38, closed at $1.28. You see the damage that has been done here, but we do have some space from here to the 50. And so CUR was up on a scan on expanded volume. Etsy turning back up, back above 16. High today was 1606. Maybe 1610 is enough to get Etsy moving up again. FATE, nice pop. 375 resistance spot on a FAT, so watch this one maybe for a continuation move, maybe a red to green move on FATE. First Solar starting to turn back up, getting back above the fast moving averages, the 10 and the 20, closed at 48.40, and we have 48.54 as the high. So maybe 48.60 will be enough to get First Solar moving up. Groupon, we spoke about this one on previous videos, and I am in this one. It broke out over, that $4, 405, 406 spot, popped. So I sold some into the pop. And now I have some swing shares that I'm holding, and we'll see if it can continue up. iRobot, very strong stock, gapped up after earnings, hasn't broken the 100 SMA, and you see the battle going on here for the 100 SMA, holding this 90 spot on iRobot. If it can get back over the 50 SMA, it could become interesting on that name. JASO, nice volume coming into the name today, protecting it at the 20 SMA, that 620, 625 spot. So we'll see if this one sets up intraday, and popped all the way to 650, closed at the highs on JASO. KGC breaking out here, 450 resistance area, and it's above, trying to get above that. You see the volume that's come in, and this is another gold name. So we'll see if this wants to maybe continue or maybe pull back for an entry. KTOS, I'm also in this name. This is a defense name, and trying to break out over 13 and all-time highs on this name. So I traded this one this morning and sold some into the pop, and I'm still holding a little bit of KTOS. LINU, they did this 1-for-6 reverse split, and so this one will be on watch. The volume that came in, the pop. So we'll see if this sets up on an intraday chart for tomorrow. MBRX, this one popped up today. You see this 275 spot was resistance. If it can get over 280, maybe we get that $3 break on MBRX. It's tried it before. So far, no luck with breaking that $3 level here on MBRX. So keep that one on watch. If it does finally break, 280, 285 for the $3 break. MDCO, this one was popping after hours, and let me see if I can find the news. They got FDA approval for antibacterial drug. So FDA approval on MDCO, closed at 38 and change. And you see it got up to as high as $42, and it's kind of flagging out there on MDCO, so that one will be on watch. MU spoke about already, but it is starting to break out on Micron. A lot of call activity in this name. MVIS perking up here, and we had a high today on the name of 229, so maybe 230 is enough to get it going, and maybe more volume will come in on MVIS. NMM, this is a shipper and not a favorite, but if it can get back over 205, I see 1 million shares came in the name, and so we'll see if there's any kind of continuation in NMM, and this one might be more of a swing trade. I don't think it's it does big volume, but NMM if you're interested in a shipper. ONCE, just because these biotech names have been strong, if you can get back over 82, you may get a continuation move, pulled back to the 10 SMA, bounced off that, so keeping that one on watch. OSK came down near the 50. Truckers have been strong. YRCW, we spoke about this in last night's video. Nice pop in that one. JBHT, also popping. SWFT, Swift Transport, that one pops, so maybe OSK wants to follow. So would have to get back over like $73 a share though for that trucking company. This one we spoke about yesterday, PRIM, and they are engineering and construction, and Houston is going to need a lot of engineering and construction. So if this can get back over 28.50, we might get a nice continuation move in PRIM, and could be a possible swing trade. We're holding this 5 EMA. PTX, a small name, starting to turn back up, so have this one on watch, but not a favorite. It's below the 50 SMA, and it's kind of run from $2 up to 3 and change. but keep it on watch. RNG, this one looks interesting. Software application sector, trying to get out and hold above 40 bucks a share. So RNG, and had 800,000 shares traded. So possible swing trade here if it can get back over $40 a share. Del Taco has been strong, and the CEO was on Kramer this evening, the CEO, and maybe this stock might get a pop, or you see it's up here at resistance around this 14 level. So that after this nice run, it might make a good short too, actually. So if it can't get above, that 14 spot, we could get a nice short in TACO, Del Taco. DGTX, this reminds me of Fold, right? So if you see Fold, it broke out the other day and then continued on today. So TGTX might want to do the same thing. The high today on this name was 12.15, so watch it over 12.15, and then it's gotten as high as 12.60. So if it gets over 12.15, you may get a pop up to 12.60 and then beyond. And it is holding above the moving averages. It's above the fast moving averages. So it looks like a nice chart setting up here. UUUU. Pop in this name, it's a hard, tough intraday trader, as you can tell by the chart, but it did pop today, so it'll be on watch. Maybe something might get going in that name. VSLR, another solar name, held this 450 spot. You see the lower candles here, right? The tails, the bottoming tails at 450. Bears couldn't break it down, so maybe bulls want to take it up over $5 a share on VSLR. WMGI, looking for this one to take out $29. Medical devices, 1.2 million shares traded. The high on the name was 29.09, so maybe 29.05 will be enough on WMGI. Yelp. We are looking for this thing to get out over $43 a share on Yelp. There's a big battle going on here, and it's consolidating, maybe waiting for this 20 SMA to catch up from the last earnings when it gapped up, but holding and flagging nicely on Yelp. YRD, this is a China name, credit services. Looks like maybe it's trying to attempt to break out over 40. You can draw the lines here, and you see the channel and the flag type there, and maybe if you can get out through today's highs on YRD 39.68, so 39.75, then maybe we take out this 40 spot on YRD. I'm sure it looks like a very sporadic trader, so this might be something you'd play small on YRD. I'm sure it's spready too on that name. So that's it for the watch list. Don't forget, I do have a meet and greet. That's for Wednesday, and it's at 6 p.m. Wednesday. The link will be available on this page, and I'll put this in the descriptions. And you can come and we can chit chat about stocks, trading. The link will be provided at 5. The webinar or meet and greet will begin at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, August 30th, Wednesday. All right, thank you so much for listening. This has been Zozo Stock Watch, and I will talk to you along the way.